Good evening, everybody, and welcome to today's session. This is New Year. It's a new year, and it's a wonderful year, 2025. And I hope we take the energy we've been bringing from last year into this year. I hope we use that to give ourselves better results this year. I can see some people. I'm trying to do roll call. I can see some people, some old people that I know that used to be serious. I can see Bolaji. Bolaji has always been consistent and serious too. Choice, Esther Choice, this year, yeah. I can see Dr. G, Elijah, Faith. So welcome everybody. And yeah. If you notice, let me first start before I show you what I want to show you and I'll post in the group. If you notice, I've not told you people to, I've not given you forecast, recap. I've not told you people to do anything, which I'm going to tell you to do it, whether you like it or not. If you want to take your year seriously, you have to ensure that you do things the right way. What am I trying to say? Normally, our end of the month review, I've not shared anything. So you are still going to do an end of the month review for December. You are going to do an end of the year review for 2024. You're also going to do a forecast for 2025. No, we used to do it every time, every month. I've not asked you anyone this month. It's because I don't want you to be like everybody else that will just rush through things, use emotional response. Because it's a new year now, you think because the calendar has changed, it has turned you into a new person. I want you to take your time, and me, I'm taking my time though. I want you to take your time, then think very well before I now start giving you the assignments that you need to do, which includes, and I'll send them today so that you can prepare them latest Monday, which includes doing a review of your month, doing a review of your year, and forecasting the next year. Those are the things that it includes, and it's very, very important you have those in mind. It's very important you have everything in mind, and it's very important you do everything the right way. Now, someone asked a question, or let me put it this way. I noticed that some of you are doing a LinkedIn challenge, posting every day. Then someone asked a question about creating content plans, and someone asked a question about creating content plans. Then I said, I saw the message. Now led to the message. I said, person can use person can use ChatGPT to create the content plan. What do I mean? Person can use ChatGPT to create content plan, which is what I want to show you people. I'd like to show you how you can use AI to help yourself creating content plan. And for me, one of the things I used to say people, I'll still do this session. There's something I want to teach you guys. Oh, wow, there's a lot I want to teach. Oh, well, because I've not had time, I've been doing a lot of stuff recently. And I can't wait to teach you people most of the things that I've learned in my sojourn. Yeah, so I'm opening my tabs and I'm seeing some of them. Okay, but let me just share my screen with you. Now, so like I was saying, so the person said, "Oh, I'll need to create content." I replied and I said, "You can use a GPT or you can use AI create content." That's what I want to show you guys. You can use AI to create content. So I'm currently sharing my screen. So if you can see my screen, let me know. If you can see my screen, let me know you're seeing my screen.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, everybody can see my screen, right?
Yes, we can see your screen.
All right. Now, from the previous classes I've been teaching you, let me start from the previous classes I've been teaching you. And these things I'm teaching you now, I want you to apply them this year. Like all through the year, apply them. The things I'm going to use it to guide yourself, use it to help yourself, going to the end of the year. The first thing is this. AI is your assistant. AI is your assistant. Like, imagine you have a VA, a virtual assistant. Imagine you have a virtual assistant that you can. So those of you that do VAs, you know how it works. But imagine you have a VA that you can send message, that you can tell to do things for you, and that VA can do things for you that can make your life easier and faster. As a freelancer, I want you to think of AI as that. And one of the things you can use in AI, one of the things that can help you most in AI is prompts. Now, you can see, I also told you, I told you guys, guys and ladies, I told you people that you can use, at least we have the paid version of all these things, yes. But if you don't have the paid version, you can use the free version of these things, spending the time. Now, another thing I want to show you, you can see that the Grammarly is even showing here. I have a paid, I have a pro, I have a Grammarly Pro that is showing here right now. There's no, it tells me I can get citation from even from AI in case I want to use it for maybe that for academic writing, that you can use it, you can get citation and everything, blah, blah, blah. That's just by the way. Now, this ChatGPT that I'm showing you here is free. Because I'm doing LinkedIn Premium, they gave me 1 year of Perplexity Pro. So thank God for them, to end in August. At least I still have less than 8 months to use it well. But this is not free. But I can, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is Pro, but there's Perplexity free. Like you can use the free. This is the free. This is the Pro. So, but this is my own is Perplexity Pro, quite all right. And one of the things I like about it is that, so I'm not selling them to you. One of the things I like about it is that if I'm using Perplexity, I can go and select the AI model I want to answer me. This is for cloud, this is for Facebook, Llama, this is for ChatGPT, this is for Twitter, Grok. In case I want any of them to answer me. So, wow. So they've added this one, new. OI01. I can use one per day. Oh, that's cool. I'll try it. You can see them. They added this one too. So the thing I like about Perplexity is that Perplexity, I don't need to pay for Pro for all the others. So that means that if I want to use ChatGPT Pro, I can just select ChatGPT Pro as my answer. If I want to use cloud, this is the Pro one for cloud, Sonnet. This one is the free one for cloud, Aiku. ChatGPT 4.0, this is at least currently Pro one. And for Facebook and everything, this is Twitter's Pro. I use Twitter Premium, so that means I also have access to this. But this is just for Perplexity. I'm just showing you, by the way. This is currently on Cloud Pro. I just left it at Cloud Pro. So this is for Perplexity. This is for ChatGPT. We've checked ChatGPT, so that means even with Perplexity, you don't need to check all of them. But I just like to do them by the side. Then we have Gemini. We have Gemini for Google. They too are improving their own too. They are creating their own model. We have cloud. I love cloud very much, but nowadays, because of a lot of people use cloud, they used to downgrade. So this is the Pro. Sometimes they downgrade it to Aiku, which is the normal free one. But I like this cloud. Cloud is like one of my best. Well, Perplexity give me access to cloud, so that's why I also like Perplexity. Cloud is I love cloud very much. Cloud is created by Anthropic. I saw one of their materials on prompt engineering. I'll share them in the group. So I'll share some AI materials in the group now for helping you with guys with prompting and everything. I'll share them in the group. I have access to about 20,000 prompt resources. But I just went to go and check them before this meeting so that I would send some of them to you. Some of you already have some, but maybe you did not check it. It's inside I think I added it to your course, Seth. I'll confirm that. But there's a lot of, AI resources. And if it's not added to your course, maybe I'll go and create a module for AI and put your resources there. Now, let's going back to our story. Now, the person says, the person wants to create content and the person does not know how to create content. And which as I said, I recommended go and use AI or go and ask ChatGPT now. One of the things, and what I was telling you, one of the things you need to learn is prompting, like in the sense that, and we've had this session before, if you can remember, where I was showing you some things on prompting. For those of you who attended, if you can remember that session. Now, let me say what I want to say. So now, as I said, when I started this, I told you that you should think of AI or you should think of all these things as your assistant. So let's use this prompt now and say, remember that we talked about they are creating prompt, they are creating LinkedIn post every day, right? So let's talk to AI. I want you. Okay, so first of all, there are some rules in AI that you need to remember. You don't just enter prompt. You can create a persona for the AI before you even start. You are a LinkedIn expert. And social media manager. Social media manager professional with years of experience. So the first thing I first did is I gave it a persona. I will send some results to you. You understand what I just did at this beginning. Before you now start telling it what you want, I want you to give me a 30 days content plan for my LinkedIn audience. So let's use someone in this session as an example. Who wants to just give me who you are, what you do, so I can you just do this for you. Why don't you just give me if you want to talk to me? Okay.
Okay, so I am a writer
Okay.
and I want but I'm also an academic. So I
Okay.
want my audience to know what I do. I want to inform my audience to know what I do. So I need to build a strong connections.
Okay. Okay. Continue.
I need to build a strong connection. Then I also want to get new clients.
Okay. 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 So I want to inform my audience. Okay, I want to inform my audience and also let me see, educate them while pitching my services to my potential client. Okay. You can see what my grammar is telling me to do. Correcting my English as I type. Create this 30-day plan for me. Create this 30-day content plan for me. Info. Also, I want you to ask me questions that would help you give me the best results. Can you see what I just did here, ladies and gentlemen? Just from what we just discussed. So let's Control A and Control C. So this is ChatGPT. We'll send the message to ChatGPT. So since I'm using cloud here, send the message to cloud. I don't want to use cloud here. I change the settings here. Let me go and use Facebook. Facebook Home. Here Facebook has a good thing. Oh, it's on now 4.0. I hear it has a good one. So let's use this. So let's tell it to answer us. So let's tell Gemini, even though sometimes it does not give me what I want. So let's work with it. So now, can you see? Can you see? See the answer now. So this is a content plan already, as you can see. So it helps you building authority and connection. Wishing you a happy new year. So gave us answers on, as you can see here, based on the input we gave. So building authority and connection all the day. Week 1, week 2, showcasing expertise. Can you see? Post an educational tip, how to structure your research paper for maximum insight. Post a short video, the art of simplifying content. Can you see? So engaging with the audience, host a Q&A. Can you see? I'll share this prompt in the group. This prompt we just used for her. We can also try it for someone else. Just play around all these things. So can you see? Share a carousel. So can you see? Yeah. So can you see all these things? Post a thank you message. So invite your audience to book a consultation. But yeah, now this is what thing. Now questions for refinement. You have a specific. Can you see? So you can see it's asking you these questions so that you can fine tune this. So what am I trying to say? I'm saying that when you are prompting, you can also tell it to ask you questions. So can you see? So that after even creating what you want, as you can see, create a place where you can ask questions, to ask you questions that you can use. Do you have a preferred tone? What's the common pain point? Do you prefer to focus on text-based, visual, or a mix? Do you have a client testimonial, case studies that you would like to highlight? Is there a particular platform you want to showcase? Can you see all these things now? So we don't have the time, but if not, we'll have answered them one by one, and you will see how it will recreate this thing. So one of the things you should know is that your first output most times might not be the best. You should always do follow up. So let's go to cloud. So can you see cloud is very straightforward. Okay, thank God. This is why I like cloud. Cloud wants you to even ask your question. Cloud wants you to answer these questions first. That's the reason. So selling is that I would like to know more about your focus area or goals. What specific type of writings do you answer? Like, academic writing, content writing. Do you get? The reason I ask this is to help them create things that align. In the meantime, let me just give you a basic framework that we can refine. So can you see, created a templates for basic. Each week should include educational posts, two engagement, one promotion. So one personal story or behind the scene content. And it's telling you that once you share more details about your specific service, it will provide a much more detailed and customized day-to-day content plan. Okay, so would you also mind sharing what kind of content you are? So you can see the way asking you questions, and these questions will help you get a more refined result, not just give me a content plan. It will just be direct. So let's look at this again. This one too, it says, what's your niche? So because I told them to ask me a question. So because I took, like, if you notice all of them now, we just checked GPT. We just checked Cloud. We just now are Gemini. Because I told them to ask me a question. So let's gather some crucial information. What's your niche? Who is your ideal client? What are your top 3 most valuable services? Can you see? So who are your what are your clients' biggest pain points? I think we're going to do one of them. We're going to answer one of them. We'll go with Cloud. We'll answer one of them. But can you see? He already gave us a content plan, but he also told us that can use this to give us better results. So let's go to perplexity now. My second best. So this see. Yeah, so can you see? He gave us this plan, but he also want us to. Yeah, so can you see? So yeah, around all these things together, but let's answer this question briefly and let's see what it's going to give us. I want the person that is talking to me to answer this question.
Okay.
What are your specific focus areas and goals? So let's see. Let's start answering. Hey, your answer me.
The first one, what are my specific focus areas and goals to make the plan more? Okay, my focus areas, that's my research area. My research area involves restoration of contaminated sites using microorganisms.
Okay. Okay. Continue.
So I employ biotechnology tools to remediate contaminated environment.
Okay, okay. Um, okay. Well, what are your goals?
Um, do you mean with respect to that
With respect
interest,
to
right?
this, no, just with respect to this whole
Okay,
stuff.
with the challenge, my
Mm-hmm.
goal is to connect with potential collaborators in that niche.
Oh, well, you can ask me for all these things with typos, so I'll just send them to you.
Okay. And to also get future clients who would need um articles that are related to that research focus.
Okay. What specific type of writing services do you offer? For example, do you offer academic writing, content writing, editing?
Okay. So this is where I normally have an issue with narrowing down. So
Okay.
outside academic, right? Academia rather.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I practically write anything. So I'll call myself a freelance writer. But
Okay.
along the line, I realized that as an academic, I need to also learn how to be a very good academic writer.
Oh, yes,
So,
yes.
so as it is, I most times don't like to narrow down to academic writing because I'm still very good in other aspects of writing.
Okay, don't worry. I know what it is, but don't worry. Just tell it academic writing. Even
Okay,
though you are not an expert yet, you will still continue
okay,
to. Oh, and I have all this in my downtime last month. I got a lot of resources. I just didn't have the time to post it there, everything. I will need to go through my listing. I have a particular resources I saw that makes you a better researcher and academic writing. They sent a template, they sent a draft. I saved it on my phone. I'll need to look for it. That it makes you a very good academic writer. I'll post them, I'll look for them and post it sure, when I see them.
okay.
Okay. Okay, that aligns with the services you're using for it to the content strategy. If you could yes, in the meantime. Okay, yeah. Okay, we've answered. Let me see. I believe this answers your questions. Just niche. Yeah. And then go. Can you see that this is different from your normal, yes, from your normal prompt? This is different.
Yes, it is.
So can you see this is like, as I said, it's like you're talking to an assistant. So now, can you now see, can you see he has done, see, has done. Now you can also tell it to narrow it and say, okay, oh, now you know you're a content writer, you're an academic writer. You can say, okay, oh, I'm just saying this out loud now. Rewrite this. Okay, let me ask you a question. How many percentage do you want it to focus on academic writing or and other general content writing?
Um, but I want content writing to be more.
Okay,
Um,
70-30.
yeah, 70/30 is fine.
70% marketing services and 30% You see what we do now. So you just focus more. See, so there's a 70-30 split. Now can you now see the results? So can you see? Can you see now telling you that content writing, science, communication, content strategy, advice, success stories, engagement, content. So I just you can play around all these things. Now, another thing you can also do, you can go deep. Okay. I want you to see. Let me teach you another thing people can do. So I'm telling it like as I'm talking to an assistant. So I'm about to write for Monday, week 1. Expand for me. So this is, remember, week 1 on Monday, how I translate complex biotech. I translate complex biotech concepts into engaging content. Now see what it does. See what it has done now. Can you guys see what it's doing?
Makes sense.
Can you see what it just did? It just gave you a breakdown for this Monday, week 1. Can do the same thing for Tuesday, week 1. So you can just see that, you can see what he's doing. The narrowing, the doubling down, and this is just for cloud. We can do the same thing for ChatGPT. We can do for this is just my own personal preference. I like cloud a lot. Now, so cloud is by Anthropic, and those guys are doing stuff in AI. And ChatGPT 2 is good because they are the first. Let's see, yeah. Let me just use this to answer. Let's go to Perplexity and let's do the same thing for Perplexity, do the same thing for ChatGPT. Let's do the same thing for Gemini. So, see, I should have told you to make the split 70-30. Didn't have that. I can edit it here. But this one does not allow me to edit. Yeah, edit it. Okay, you can edit your query, making the split 70% content writing and 30% my I've been playing with ChatGPT, with AI a lot. That's why I'm getting better. I play with it because it blows my mind every time. This is my just blows my mind every time.
Please, what's inside your bag?
Mute yourself, or
You are going somewhere from here. Eh?
none that they not miss themselves. Imagine. Right. See. Okay. So we write. So yes. All right. Yep. So can you see the answer that Gemini gave you now? See, I understand. So in case it's giving you the wrong one, you answer, so can you see share valuable interest, post articles, discuss, engage. So just see comments, will give you ideas, anything you want. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So I believe with this few point of mine, You guys can see how you can use, those of you that are doing the LinkedIn challenge, you can see how you can use it as your social media manager to help you create content plan in case you don't know what to post. Just swap this with your own. What you do, see what you do, change your goals, post it there, what you want to achieve, then tell it to ask you questions too. So then you can see, then you can answer it, then you can tell it to refine it as you want till it gives you what you want. So, and you can also tell it to pick one by one, and in case you still don't know what to say, even though this one has told you that week 1, day 1, share your background. So I can still tell it to say, see, expand this for me. We did it for for cloud. Let's do it here. Week 1, day 1 introduction parts. And it expands this for me, creating something that will wow my audience. I'm just thinking out loud. Make it 200 words. So you can also tell it what you want, how you want it. See. See. Can you see? Can you see what it did here? See. And also, even this particular one here, it's telling it to expand. You can still tell it to ask you questions. And also ask me questions on what you need to make it a better. So it just continue to play around all these things. And yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, being able to create 30 days content plan. I will share the prompt in the group. I will share some of the resources I want to share in the group that are focused on using AI to create content plans. So for those, you guys that are doing the LinkedIn 30 days challenge. So as you can see, I saw it in the group this morning. This is why I said you can use it. And I've just given you a practical example. And this is recorded. So maybe I'll share the link to this video recording also in the group in case you want to watch it again and over again to make it to know better. But yeah. So yeah. Yes, it's very true. You can't run out of content with AI assistant. Yes. Ensure that so if you are using these things, ensure that you are making it human, ensure that you pass it through. So this is why I love my Grammarly. This is why I love my Grammarly very much. Let me see. I don't know what's currently on it. I don't just gonna show you. Let's see. This is why I love my Grammarly very much. Don't worry if you can't see my screen, I paused it. Can't see my screen, I paused it. Let me resume it. So this is why I love my Grammarly very much. So for example, now when it gives you things like this, you can post it into Grammarly, for example, and you can start editing yourself. Depending on the goal you want to convince people or you want to inform them, you want to tell a story, you want to describe. So you tell it your goals, you know all these things. Depending on the goals you want to achieve, and you can make it, can you make it more what's put it? I don't even know. Yeah, so yeah, you can. So yeah, this is how it is. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions so far?
Yes, coach, please, I have a question to add to what we are doing, maybe a bit different. Maybe in starting the new year, can you show us on how to search for jobs on LinkedIn too?
I've done that. There's a video I did on that. You need to go back to that video. Or maybe I'll do it next week. Next week is even, yeah, I'll do it. I'm having a webinar next week on searching for jobs. So maybe I'll just do that. But I have a video. I'll look for the video and share with you. I've done it before. Just go through the video. It's not
Okay,
that
thank
not,
you,
not
sir.
complex. Just go through the video and you get it. So depending on what you want to
Okay,
achieve,
thank you.
yeah. Depending on what you want to achieve on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has some people post long things and people read it. So people so you just the idea is to understand that people's attention span is not as long as it is. So as much as possible, you can mix it too. You can post short posts, you can post long posts, but you know that the more people, how will I put it? The more people, the way social media has been, I just understand that people have attention span is very, very short. So you can have a mix. If you there are some things, let me tell you when I post, let me just give an example from my own history. I'm answering the person, the salami, the interpreter is asking a question. Now, from my own experience, I know that people don't want to read. And as much as possible, when I need to pass a point and it's long, and if I don't make it long, I will not pass the point. I will make it long. Those that will read it. But but often than not, like by default, I like to ensure that I go to the point as straight as possible, as fast as possible. And the way it works, and so those of you that are writers here, introduction, body, conclusion. Introduction, what you want to tell them. Body, tell them what you are telling them. Conclusion, tell them what you just told them, and maybe add the call to action. Maybe you want them to do something, or you want them to the key point for what you just shared, the key lessons. People will mostly remember what they read last. So, in the rule of public speaking, the things people remember most is the beginning of your talk and the end of your talk. So most times, put the most important things you want to say at the beginning and at the end. People used to skim through the middle. It's just what research have said, and try and use it to your advantage. So as much as possible, don't make it too long. And also, you should also try what's your audience, because your audience is your feedback. Sometimes you post something long and your audience they will say they like it. You post something short and maybe they will not react as much. So you play around things, you do some A/B testing, and you get results. That's the answer to your question. I hope with everything I've said, with a few points of mine, I'll share the prompts in the group. Share the prompt in the group immediately after this call. I'll drop this call very soon. I'll share the prompt in the group, the prompt we used, the group. You can edit it. There are templates, except for the owner of this prompt, person that we used. Every other person, you can use it as a template, meaning that you can just edit it and you remove what you want. I want to create a 30-day content plan. You can even change it maybe to your Twitter or Facebook audience. I'm a writer. Maybe you say I am a virtual assistant, who wants to build, maybe what your goal is different, who wants to just acquire new clients and showcase my ability. I want to see, can you see? So just edit it, create this. If it's 90-day content plan you want to do, you don't want 30, change it. I also want you to ask me questions, put it and make it better for yourself. The point is this, what I'm trying to tell you guys is this. You have AI as your assistant now. That does not mean you are not going to work, but it's just going to make your work easier and better. Meaning that, imagine by the time this one creates all these things for you now, by the time used the right prompt and it creates a good 30-day content plan, it means that you don't even need to think. Now you can just share your journey. Okay, how's my journey like? Then you can, if you want it to help you do all these things, it will still help you do it. If you just already have them at the back of your mind, what you want to say. I like the successful content writing project. How you help the client engage their audience. Think of what was the point you used for a client that helped them. Then you post it. You can also create carousels. Carousels are simple using Canva. You can even use, especially if you have ChatGPT, you can even use ChatGPT to create all these carousel too. Personal story about balancing research and writing to inspire your audience. You can talk about how you've been able to balance your life. You can create a poll. So you can see ideas here. And if you don't like what it's giving, you can tell it to rewrite it, make it better. Yeah. So I believe that has answered your questions, and I believe that should help you. Yeah. Except anybody else have another question. I want to end this call.
Sorry, coach. Good evening, sir.
I apologize before you ask question.
I have a question. It's not related to what we just spent, but I have a question.
What's the question?
Okay, I've been thinking our FCM support. Now, is it subscription based? I think it's 1 year.
That's a very good question. It's meant to be subscription based, but I'm not making it
Okay.
subscription based. That's a very good
Oh,
question.
okay.
That's a very good question. You see, you've gotten a lot of value and you're thinking that you should pay more.
I'm thinking that I don't want to be cut off from this.
Yeah, so don't worry. That's a very good question, and that's good. It's meant to be. It was meant to be called subscription based, but don't worry. Continue to enjoy the value. You the day I decide.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, coach.
You're welcome. It's a very good question. Because in my head, even me, I'm always careful about what I say. Yes, it's a very good question. Does anybody else has a question? Does anybody have a question? I paused my screen because I want to open my WhatsApp. So I want to copy and paste the prompt in the group sharp, and I'll send you the AI resources I promised. And yeah.
Good
No
evening.
question. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Lulua
I know
speaking.
your voice. I know your voice. Yeah, talk.
Okay, sir. So I have two questions. The first question, I'm talking as an affiliate. So I figured out that the FCM cost has increased to 115 from what it was before.
Where? When? How come?
I saw 115 on seller this afternoon.
115K. Did I tell you to? I didn't tell you
Plus
to.
the group.
Let me change it. Please, it's still 85. Sorry about that. I've not. Well, I said I was going to increase it this year, but it's not even going to be 150. It's going to be more than that.
Oh,
Let me change it. The one that comes with support is going to be more than that. Anyone that don't want support, they can go and buy the course alone. At this level, we're up to the value people are getting here now. Let me see. Let me go and change it. Sorry about that. It's not meant to be like that. Let me log in and change it. It's meant to be just, you can see seller is already increasing my thing, say for me. They know I need more money. Please, what's your next question? You have two questions.
yes, sir. Yeah, so the next question is I've been in the middle of a decision actually. So I kind of restructured my upper profile when I got back from school, and I figured out that a lot of things have changed, which I'm still trying to catch up with. But I now decided to niche. I was doing some research and I figured out that there's something with niching down. To niche down to copywriting, like specifically land page copywriting, web page copywriting, and the rest. However, I now start to think of where the Web3 space. So I wanted to know what your opinion was or what your recommendation was in merging. So it's more like I'm trying to merge copywriting with my community management experience with Web3. So I was thinking of how the positioning should be like. It has been on my head for a while.
That should be straightforward now. And you say copywriting, community management. So you are a copywriter and community manager in the Web3 space. That's all. There should not be any issues with it. You're a copywriter, community manager in the Web3 space. That's all. Do you get? So you are applying your copywriting skills and your community management skills in the Web3 space. I don't know if you understand what I just said.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I was just trying to think of how probable it was to work out.
It's straightforward. I understand. It's straightforward. I'm checking it now. I don't have any issues with the price. So it's still 85 in my own hand. But I'll send the link to you though, so you can help me point out, so I can correct it. Please, people, it's still 85. We have not increased. We say we are increasing, but we've not affected it. I'll send it to you.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Any other thing? Let me just stop the recording now.